Cool. All right, let's share the screen. And then, so what I want to do, Pavi, is this the right screen? Or can you see it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So what I want to do is I want to kind of get to the same error that Kugation was having. So we can kind of, I think there's some improvements we should make in terms of the error reporting. So, okay. Well, pure classes are now pure. I'm just committing this to main. Just a small, tiny tweak.
Does it mean we don't have a decorator for the classes?
Oh, no, it's so, yeah, exactly. For in the language. So we used to have data class as, it was decorated as data class in the language for pure classes. Yeah, and it was actually, I mean, the error was, this was tabbed out. So it was just a one-liner. So tabbing that in fixes it. It's supposed to be pure. You know, you could always add the decorator in Jac yourself if you wanted it to be a data class. So that's actually the design. That's the correct design. So now that's in. So let's git checkout pavi proc functions underscore improve. And so now, like, I'm basically, am I currently at the same kind of code base status as you guys? Or is there, you guys don't have local changes that aren't committed yet that you'd like to commit? Okay, all right, cool. So usually what I do is I'll go to Jac lang, test fixtures, and then I'll do Jac run. What was it? Needs import.jac. So this isn't an error that you guys currently get, right?
No.
Or is it?
Like, no, it's what I was facing actually.
Okay. Normalizing ability. So this is in Python.
It says like about NoneType, right?
Yep. That's what it says, yep. Yeah.
Yeah, this function, like when a function called what a return type none.
Mm-hmm. Sequence expected string instance NoneType found.
It's in the normalizing.
Yeah. It's in a normalize?
Yeah,
let's see. Okay. Yeah, you know, we need to, so part of the reason this happens is in this import, we don't get stack traces. So if we do import pass, part of the reason the errors aren't super, it doesn't give you more hints as to what's going on is because we don't have, like this is in a try catch block. So if I just comment this out, and then comment this out, and then comment this out. Well, I don't know, the commenting is hard because then we have indentation issues. So let's just unindent the whole thing. So this is actually good. So if we do that, we should get like a stack trace. So it's the same error, right? Because it happens at the same spot, but we're actually gonna get a stack trace now. So we can see kind of where it happens. So it's in this unparse. And this is the abstract syntax tree unparse. So in convert, yes. So it's in this join. So that,
yeah, I just message you where it is called, in the func signature.
Yeah, I know that none. Yeah. I'm actually aware. I mean, I remember I looked at this already. So this is when you have that unparsed stuff in, right? If we don't have the unparsed stuff in, basically it fails in Jac AST, correct? So if we were to go here and then comment out the unparsed stuff, I'm just trying to validate that the error is what we remembered, right? So I see. It is. It should be what we remembered. Yeah. So it's this in that list index out of range, and this is happening in the PyGen AST pass, right? So it's in PyGen AST. That's what we expect. So the reason this is happening, by the way, and I'm sorry you guys were stuck on it so long, because I actually already knew why this was happening, is because we don't have a normalize implemented for. So the normalized stuff isn't done, right? So in absent tree here, we basically just hit a normalized. So I think it's like, is it func call? I think is this one?
Yeah.
Yeah, so this one, let me see where it errors real
I think
quick.
it was in the func signature.
Func signature, right? This one, right? And so
In the return type it was there.
this one?
Yeah, the return type. It was possible. So it's supposed to detect it's like if the self dot return type is none, it's okay, but it's getting a type null. It's getting a null object.
It's getting a none. It's getting an actual none, but it needs a string. Why does it need a string? I remember I looked at this and I had figured it out, but my brain's not working right now. Hold on. Oh, geez, why does it do that? Huh. So it's here. It's basically this none, right? And the return type. Oh, wait. I think it's the normalize for the expression. I think was the issue, right? Because what's happening is basically it's the join, right? So that join function can only operate on strings, and it's getting not a string in unparse, which was line 113. So here we have an unparse that is executing this valid normalize I unparse for unparse and string NoneType found. Why would there be a NoneType? Basically, one of these is producing a NoneType, right? For I and kid valid. I think it's a okay. Let's do this. Check this out. So we're gonna do this. We're gonna print self.class.name, and what I would expect to happen is there'll be a null. I expect a null literal, and the null literal probably doesn't implement an unparse, and so it has no kids. Right? So this is like, I don't know. Let's see what happens. I think it'll be a null type. Okay. We get this. Oh, it's a subtag. Right. So it's a subtag. I believe that this is actually a subtag in the AST. So when I say that, I mean this none is actually the return type to hint, maybe a subtag. Okay.
Maybe the subtag.
Yeah. So then when we go to subtag doesn't implement on parse, and it does implement normalize, and then if else true, init colon and then the tag itself, and the tag is of type T. So if we print that, let's see what it looks like. Let's go up. So it's a name. Why is it a name? Subtag name. Okay. All right, if I put value. Oh, fuck. I wish there was a way you could stick some accept pass. Let's see what happens. Okay. So if it's an object. None is an object. Subtag is an object. The value is an object. So the value is, where's object? It's this one. So, but what's the issue then? Like, why is that the last thing we see? Param var subtag ob. Oh. Did you guys go down this path already?
No.
Okay. All right. So this is kind of a new path. It's dying on the NoneType. Why? Where is it getting to the NoneType? I guess that's the next I. Oh, I think I know. I remember I did this. I did this already. This is crazy. All right. So basically what's happening is it's not object that's failing. It's when it gets to the none. So, and the none is attached to the function, the ability, right? So ability actually has, right. I remember this now. So ability actually has the return, if I remember. Wait, am I crazy? Oh,
Yeah,
no,
the
the return
return
type
is
is
the func
here.
signature.
It's in the func signature, right.
Yeah.
So it's the ability has in the func signature. Why wouldn't this work though? So what I would expect, isn't normalize called on this before? Let's see. Let me see something. I would expect a here to happen before this. Because I don't know why normalize isn't called on the function signature before we die here, right? Let me see something.
Oh, okay. So should be that I.
Because we go so one of the I's
Can-
is function
can you-
signature.
Yeah, can you go to the PyST load pass and to the proc argument? Yeah, can you move down in the return type? I just put none.
Oh, sorry. Wait. This is proc arguments. Okay.
Go down like when you yeah here.
Oh, I see.
Return type.
The return type. Wait, hold on. Let me think. Is that must be type valid, right? Whoa, sorry. So I mean that type is valid. So you could have none.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
Ah, okay.
This is actually
I thought
okay. Yeah,
I was not.
go ahead.
I was not getting something for this return type, so I just had it.
Yeah, I understand. And actually, the thing is, I think you might have to like correct this later because in the I think what I was. Let me just show you. If you go to like function, the returns is actually a part of this. No, wait, that's not the right one. That's a different one. The returns are here. So in the Python AST, the return isn't part of the arguments node. It's part of the function def. And so what you'll end up having to do is update the signature node in the function def processing node, right? So you'll have to do that. But anyway, so that's probably an improvement to make in PyLoad AST, PyAST load pass. But
So what you're saying is we need to get that return type from the function to this argument, right?
Right.
We
So-
need to get that somewhere.
So yeah, exactly. So you're returning a function signature here, and then this proc arguments is happening in here, right? So it's one of these converts is going to be the arguments, something like that. It's like arguments is decorator list or one of these is where args, right? So when you process args, you're getting the arguments, But the returns are here. So after you get the args, which is, where is it? Decorators. Where do you get the args? I did right here. So you get the args here, then that's your res.
Account signature.
This is the signature. So you get the returns here, and then you do this looks right, but you have params none if not sig. Oh yeah, return type ret sig add kids right, but you probably need to do like sig dot. Oh no, this is you do have it. I think I might have implemented this. I might have actually implemented
Yeah,
this.
I hope you did that.
Yeah. I think I did that. So I think we're good there.
Yeah.
So the AST should be good. But I think if we just go back to what we were trying to fix, what do I do with this? Do I save it? What were my changes? Oh, nothing. Okay. Yeah, this is fine. I'm just perplexed at this particular error. NoneType found here, right? Because this is during the unparse. So it's during the unparse, and it actually tells us this, right? So it's during the unparse in one of these eyes. Basically, one of these eyes is none, right? So where could it's got to be a res that's giving us none. And I'm trying to find which means it's some on parse on some node. I print the node. When this is called, it would almost by definition have to be in a subtag, right? Like it has to be in subtag. But the thing is, subtag doesn't look weird to me. I print the tag.value object. How could res become object? It becomes. Oh, why am I? Oh no, it's this. There's a kid. Kid is the colon and the tag. Oh, I see. Wait. So there's a token. Maybe it could be this token. So the tag is probably fine. So let me show you what I mean. Print self.kid0.onParse, and you'll see what I mean. And what'll happen is I think the issue could be this token doesn't have an unparse return that makes sense. Right? So I'll show you what I mean. So if I'm like print check me out, and then we do here. Yeah. I would expect to see a check me out. Yes. Check me out object. Check me out is supposed to give us two things. Why is it giving us one thing? Check me out. Isn't this two things? This is giving me one thing. Oh no, wait, no, it's giving me two things. It's giving me what I want. It's giving me the colon and the object. So what is this unparse? Yeah, you know what I mean? Like I'm trying to figure out, well, where is this unparse failing? These work fine, and this is in subtag, and the last unparse that we print is subtag. Let's print it here. Wait, is there other oh wait. Let me see if there's any other unparses implemented. Oh. This is token. Yes. This one is also not relevant. This one, oh, string? This has a super on parse, so it would print. This one, this is the original on parse. So I'm like, what's tripping me out right now is the fact that I can't, it's inside of an unparse that we're failing. The last such unparse is a subtag. But subtag looks correct, right? Let me see something. Oh, wait. Last AST node. Yeah, the last AST node is a subtag. See, that's the thing I don't understand. Subtag. And then subtag prints, it tries to print self.value. I see. So this one doesn't have a self.value. So, but don't we print, let's always print and this would be in subtag. So I'm in subtag here. Let's see what the hell kind of tag I'm in when it dies. Oh, it doesn't print an in subtag.
Yeah, it's about that. It's the name.
It's a name? Well then what? Why doesn't it print the value? Okay, so in subtag here, but wait. Name is a token, so it returns self.value. Let's look at the kids. This will tell us stuff. This should be the kids are. It's a token. It's a name. So you're correct. So basically, the name.parse is the one that's tripping out. So let's look at the name. Oh. Oh. Oh, yeah. Well, what's this plus? Oh, comma if it's a enum. Yeah. How is this ever none? I'm none? Question mark, Val. I'm none object. Then it crashes. What the fuck? So wait, look, check it out. So this is our i.kid, which is a token. This is colon. And then it's a name. This is object. Now I'm printing the result of the unparse of the name, which is object. And that must be the i.unparse. That's what doesn't make sense to me. So what I'm going to do, though, I'll tell you the truth. I mean, I don't know why I didn't do this the first time around. Let's just do this. For I in self.kid, Okay. Okay. Print I dot unparse. This is a lot of output to print. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna stash everything and just print these two because that's all we need, right? So let's just stash everything. Wait, let me save this first. Okay, now git stash. Okay, so now we got rid of all that error output, and now I'm just gonna debug it here, right? Because why do I have all those other prints? This is sufficient for debugging it, right? So when I do that, we have a cleaner situation. Here we go. So, okay, this is our NoneType found. Here we print I on parse for every I. Like, this is wild, right? Because we got rid of the try except block. We don't really need it, but all right. Print after.
Is professor's videos leaking for like stuff for only for me or create?
Oh, what happened?
Is that right?
Oh, the video stopped?
It's having issue. Yeah, I can't see the screen. But yeah.
Oh, you can't. Could you see? Could you hear me though?
Yeah, we can hear you, but your screen is lagging.
Okay, I'll try to share again. Let me know if that works. No?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, no, okay.
But it might still be lagging. My network might be messed up, but this is interesting. So we have a bunch of afters. I don't understand this. How do we have multiple afters here? The last node that on unparse was seen was this node, right? And then we print a single after. So how do we have not this, but this? Oh, it's because it's recursive, duh. It's because it's recursive. So oh, okay. Let's do it like this. We'll do it like this. Do we care about this stuff? Yeah, we care about this stuff. I'm gonna print ID of self, and then I'll print ID of self here. So you know what this will do, right? This will allow us to associate which unparse are we in to see which ones we're closing, right? Okay. So like for instance, this is five five two, and then we're in the after of 552. So we actually get through these. This is the after of 216, which is a param-var. So we get through the param-var, and then we get to the after of 640, which is 640 is a param, a subnode list. So we get to that after. So then what comes before subnode list? Oh, wait, dudes. Dudes. There is, I think our culprit is, I knew this. I knew this. Null has a lit type, which is none. So let me think. Null a lit value. Because here we were printing It might be this. Is this a string? That's not a string. That's a. It should be a string. Oh, none. But it may not actually be a none, and not a string. How is that possible? Because this inherits from token. So it inherits from token. Gosh, here's token. This is the token. Ooh, that's name. It inherits from token, which is self.value. Actually, do this. Let's do this. If not is instance self.value string print. Holy shit. And exit. Let's see. Let's see if this is let's see if okay. Normalizing. Okay. It's not a string. How in the hell is it not a string? This, like, how could that be? Wait, how is it not a string? None. Like, this makes me want to look at the parser, you know? This makes me want to look over here. This could be a issue, right? Let's look at null. Wait, let's look at, let's go here. Let's see. I think it's, wait, no, it's all the way at the bottom. Here we have null, ret equals null. Because this value, this is where we turn things into values, right? And so, oops, crap, sorry. Wait. I'm trying to see, where does the value turn into a, not a string? Because this should all be strings, right? Default token takes in a token, and then value equals, where do we have value here? Let me just see. Let's highlight all the values. Value there, value equals that, value equals that, value equals token.value. Could it possibly be none from this point? I mean, we found where the error is, but I'm trying to find the root cause. Like, when does this token self.value become, let's just print what it is. And I know it's a NoneType. This is where our NoneType is, right? Yeah, that's fine. So it's a NoneType, right? But when do we ever get a token that is a NoneType? It should be a none string. Do we call eval here? No. Okay, so this is where we parse it. This is the parser, right? So what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to sanity check. I'm going to sanity check here. Token.value. Because this is going to blow my mind if this is the case. Like, it should be the case. This is a sanity check. Okay. In parse nonsense. So if token.value. This shouldn't ever happen, right? Okay. Let's do a Jac cleans. Okay, this is good. That means this never executes. So it must be yeah, so it's a thing. I could just do an else if I don't know, else if token.value equals none. Then I'll just print. We live in a sane world. We live in sanity. So we should see a we live in sanity, right? No, I don't see a we live in sanity. Why is that? Because this is like, if ever we see a token value equal none, we live in sanity. So I would expect to see that. If not, I'm confused. Let's do token name. All right, let's just do ret type. We should die here, right? Oh. We should be able to die here. Wow, I don't know what's going on. That should die. I don't know. This is the parser default token. I don't know why that's happening. That doesn't make sense. Honestly, to tell you the truth, guys, I actually don't know why, like, I have this many, like, the code must be too complex for it to not be obvious. We might have a complexity issue in general, because my understanding of the code base, there shouldn't be complexities where let's just do else. Let's do an else sanity check. Okay. Ret. Okay, let's close this. I'm just trying, right now I'm going to try to filter these ret types so that I can do grep ret type. Okay, so these are all the ret types that we can see. And I don't see ever null. Indeed, it's always token. If token type equals I mean, I associate ret type to this, but it's never capturing this null. It's probably seeing it as a name. That might be the issue, actually. This could actually be the issue. All right, so look, what I'm gonna do is let me I could keep working on this. Are you guys still there? If you got a drop, it's totally fine. All right, I'm gonna assume you guys are both not there. Okay. So, where am I? Why is the ret type never? Let's always just print ret type, and I'll print token type, just to see. I'm looking for anything that looks like. I should see a none somewhere. Oh, I know why. It dies with, holy shit, NoneType. Oh, I know what's going on. I know what's going on. Pavi, when you watch this, this is not a string. It's not coming from my parser because this is Python code that you're constructing the AST for. So this actually doesn't matter and this is why this doesn't ever get a null. Because I just realized this is the parser for Jac programs, but we're looking at a Jac AST that you are creating from Python nodes. So that none is getting constructed from payload AST. So that's good because the world is the same place. Just looking at my edits here just to see, okay, cool. So the world is the same place. I probably could get rid of this, but what's happening is the error is either in this file or this file. It could be one of the unparses. And I know the first place to look. I'll probably find this error, show it to you, and then you can watch the stream later. But which means you're probably watching it now, which is actually later. So whatever time loop. Anyway, so basically, in the ability def, if the signature is none, where is it? Where is it? Not ability def, in the ability itself. In the ability, what we do here is we don't have a normalizing ability. So an ability has well, let's go to signature. It actually doesn't matter. So we do have normalizing signature. This is if return type. If return type, we add it to new kid, else it's not present in new kid. Let me just do this again. This is the constant on line 4 in PyFunc. So that is this. In your AST, that is in the signature. And we did validate this somehow when we looked at this subnode list. Where was that none? I forget where the none was, but because this is a subtag, we had the null in here somewhere when we looked at it earlier. All right, it's too much. Let me oh, I think it might be in here, right? Because when you pass the none, when you make the sig, return sig. Oh, return sig is none. Return type sig equals none. This is okay. That's okay. So then in here, we have a none there. And if it's a none, we do not append it. But this is not none. It's not none because we do specify it. It's none if and only if. This would make it none. This would make it actually have a expression, and it should be the expression for none, which is, I'm going in a loop here, which is null, and nulls on parse is using the token on parse, which we freaked out about. So you've got an expression for none. Where do you process your nones? It would be, what does that look like? It's an expression. Let's just do a quick Python 3. I'm just trying to find the AST node for none in Python so I can validate what's going on in there. The AST node for none is, it's a constant. What am I doing? It's a constant. So it's proc constant. That's probably where the issue is. Proc constant. And you have a type mapping. And so if you do have this null, you set the value to be the node.value that it should be the string. That's it. This is the issue. That's the issue. So that's the fix. Yep. This is a different error. We get there. We don't die with the world is not a sane place. So that's ultimately the issue. So what I'm going to do is, that was just a mess of changes for debugging purposes. Now that we have the issue, I'm going to make this commit for you, I guess. But what I'll do with this commit is, I'm going to stash everything, get to a repo that is main, well, is on branch, is the current branch, git stash, whatever. So everything's fixed, is changed. Now when I run this is the original issue that you have. My goal is to make that change, see us get past this point with a different error, and then that would have fixed this particular issue. So the issue is this value needs to always be a string, basically. So we need to cast it to string. And we get past that point. So we're still in normalizing ability, but notability is not a valid ID, which is a different error, which means this fixed that particular issue. So I'm going to leave it there for now. I'm curious what this error is. Node ability is not valid. This is because, so that issue is because we do not have a normalize for ability, which is that normalization journey Kugation that I wanted you to contribute to. So what that looks like is, so the way that this unparsed normalization works is, every time you see this error, it means that we've hit a node that doesn't implement this function. So if we go to ability, we would see this function is not implemented. We don't have a normalize. But if we put the normalize there and it returns true, then we would get past this point, and then we can keep going to the next node that's not valid. So, all right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to make this commit, git diff. Okay, so it's just that is the change. Fixed NoneType issue. Fixed NoneType issue resolved. And push. All right, cool. All right, with that, I'm gonna switch gears and I gotta work on some other stuff. Yep, later guys.